Thank you for holding. Your host will return with this program in just a moment.
Bring on the schmaltz.
Hello again, Schmaltzeteers. Kelly, we've not been good.
No, we have not.
We haven't posted in 2 weeks.
I thought it was longer than that, so we're doing better than I thought.
So, what has happened here? Why have we not... We committed to doing Winterfest.
Yes, which I was iffy about.
I didn't understand why you were iffy. I didn't see where it was that big of a deal. It doesn't take us that long to shoot and edit these things.
Right.
But what happened was, and I don't know, again, you know how she is on predicting the tropes in a film? She apparently has the same ability in life. She told me there's no way. You should know
this by now.
I know. 18 years of marriage, you would think I'd know. She said, I just don't think we should do it. I don't think we should commit to it. We're not going to have the time. I'm like, sure we will.
The eternal optimist over here.
And then with less than 2 weeks' notice, I found myself in Arkansas for a week shooting 3 short documentaries, then having to work around the clock editing them while also preparing for a big creative pitch. It's just like in the movies.
It is.
Except not as glamorous.
No, not at all.
And so, yeah, I've been pulling 90-hour weeks, which means she's having to pick up all my slack around the house. And
which means no time to shoot anything.
Yeah, no
or
time to
watch
shoot,
movies.
or edit, or watch the movies, or anything. So, you know it's a tradition for us to do precaps after the films have already played.
We're doing it way after they've already played.
Now, the last one we did a precap of was Frozen in Love.
Frozen in Love, which we did watch today.
We did watch that one. See, we've been responsible. We watched it this afternoon, 3 weeks after it was on the air.
Hey, we're doing the best we can.
We are. But you know what? It would have been really easy for us to just blow this off, Kelly. Just completely.
Just say, oh, we've missed it.
We're not doing it. We're not doing the precaps. We're not doing the lightning reviews. No, just forget it. It's too late now. But no. We said to ourselves, there are ones of people out there counting on us for these precaps and reviews.
At least 20.
Yes. And by God, we're going to give them the precaps and the reviews. So that's what you guys mean to us. Complete and total dedication to provide you with information of questionable value.
Very questionable.
Very questionable. What'd you think of Frozen in Love?
I liked this one much better than the previous one.
Oh, gosh, yes. And I'm starting to think we were too generous to Love on the Slopes. I just really did not like that film, to be honest. But Frozen in Love, first of all, love the cast. Niall Mater and Rachel Lee Cook were both awesome.
Yes.
I thought they had fantastic chemistry together.
Absolutely.
The story was original while still having some tropes, and we'll cover all that in the lightning review.
Definitely original. This is a story that hasn't really been done before, which which is the definition of original.
It is. By Webster, that is original.
So yeah, I was immediately captivated because you know how when something, different actors but same kind of story, you sort of half pay attention, one eye on the TV and one eye doing something else. And
it happens a lot.
It happens a lot. This
Not
time,
just on Hallmark.
No. This time I was actually really drawn in by the fact that...
I was too. I enjoyed the story. I thought their performances were the thing that really took it over the top. I was a little disappointed that it was not about a caveman and a cave woman who found themselves suddenly trapped in a glacier, unthawed thousands of years later, and forced to find love again amidst the chaos of the modern world. But then I can always watch Encino Man for that.
I was about to say, there is a movie like that.
Just the title, Frozen in Love. Like it happens, like Flash Frozen in Love. Flash Frozen in Love. Sci-fi, get on that one. That would be awesome.
Don't listen to him. Yeah, so what are our... I was not specifically watching for tropes this time because I was drawn to the story.
You know what? We can cover all that in the lightning review. We don't have to cover that here. Yeah. But there was there were at least half a dozen tropes in it. It wasn't trope heavy.
No.
But it still felt like Hallmark. It was still had that same sort of optimism. And I really liked the way the relationship built between the two of them. And this one actually sort of, it moved me. And I like
the fact, this, I'm sure you'll get into this in the Lightning review, but I like the fact that the way it ended was a surprise.
It was.
Because it took me off guard because I expected the one lady for him to have to make this hard decision. It's
it was going to be either or
this.
It's your career or the woman you love.
Right. And I like the fact that, like real life, that it was a compromise.
They found work-life balance.
Right. Which I think that's one of the reasons why I really liked it.
That's exactly the thing that's been missing from my life the last 2 weeks. But, I enjoyed it. There was something going on. I don't know if we were cooking something, but right near the end there, when they came to the resolution, something was kind of burning my eyes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, but man, those suckers just watered right up. Yeah.
Ninjas
it's a
cutting
mystery.
onions.
That's what it was. Ninjas cutting onions. Happens more often than you would think. And you don't know because they're ninjas.
That's right.
Get a camera. You'll find out. All right, so let's watch some previews.
Yes, let's.
And let's recap a couple of films that came on
2 weeks ago
and last week. See, our commitment to Winterfest goes on. We're going to watch a preview now for One Winter Weekend and react to it for you.
So, you're a relationship writer who's sworn off dating.
I guess, yeah.
I never imagined it could ever happen.
It's never too soon to bounce back from a heartbreak.
Taylor Cole.
Like Taylor Cole.
It's not over yet.
And Jack Turner.
Jack Turner.
One Winter Weekend. Part of Winterfest on Hallmark.
That one looks really pretty. I have no idea what it's about.
Relationship writer who's sworn off dating.
A relationship writer who has sworn off dating.
Which may have something to do with the kiss that we see in the next scene. She sees her boyfriend, fiance, kissing somebody else.
Could be. So, but right in, they hook you with the irony.
Yes.
They get you with the irony right there at the beginning. Oh, and by the way, with Taylor Cole.
But, you know, there was the whole travel writer that has never done anything exciting, and she had to go do all this exciting stuff, and it wasn't exciting.
Well, yeah. That's true.
So there was irony there.
Then we had the dedicated single writer who fell in love.
Yes.
And started seeking domesticity.
Yes.
So, but his was more of a transformation.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Yeah, I liked that one too. So,
I guess,
all right, got the best friend of color.
Yes.
So that's a
it's
stock
either redhead or best friend of color.
Yep.
it's never too soon to bounce back from a heartbreak.
Never too soon to bounce back from heartbreak. That's good advice.
Yes.
That's.
I think it's wrong.
But it makes for a great aphorism.
Yes.
You know.
Platitudes.
If you're going to throw a platitude out there, that's a good one. But really, don't go to movie trailers for life advice.
No.
Taylor Cole.
Weekend's not over yet.
And Jack Turner.
Shall we?
One Winter Weekend. Part of
They can start over again.
Again. What does that mean?
You know what? This is going to be one of those deals where she goes back home to the mountain town where she grew up.
Runs into an old high school friend.
High school flame or her...
Or just a friend.
Yeah. But they're starting over again.
Again, yes.
Does that mean they've started over once before, so this would be their third time starting over?
Or maybe they've each had relationships and they're starting over again separately.
With each other.
With each other. Yeah.
It's a possibility. I like it. What do you expect is going to happen in this one?
I think she's, like you said, I think she is going to have this heartbreak and then she's going to return home to recover from her heartbreak. And maybe to write. She needs the solace of the country to do some writing.
He'll become her muse.
Yes, and she either meets this person or reconnects with this person. And of course they fall in love.
Of course.
Of course.
Do you
That's
think
a given.
Yeah, you think there's going to be any sort of a misunderstanding there?
Maybe she writes something about their budding relationship that hurts his feeling.
That's a good one to fall back on.
Yeah.
the writer writing personal things.
And it being misconstrued by
Yes.
the significant other.
That could happen. Any tragic backstories there?
Well, our definition of tragic backstory has sort of
It's shifting over time. It evolves.
But I don't think her heart being broken by whomever is
I don't think that qualifies.
necessarily
A recent breakup is just...
Yeah, that's not tragic.
I mean, unless they were married for like 40 years.
Right.
Which
so
she's only like 30, so that would be tough.
I'm not sure about that.
One thing I wanted to mention about Taylor Cole is, I don't know if you remember this, but the photographer, extreme sports instructor in Love on the Slopes was named Cole Taylor.
Oh.
Little homage. Hallmark paying homage to themselves. I wonder if Taylor Cole got any money for that. All right, so that's it. One winter weekend. So what do you think that one's going to do for you in terms of acting, story, and visuals?
I think the acting's going to be strong. I like these two. So I'm going to say 8 for acting.
Okay. I agree with that. I might even go 8.5.
Story, on the surface, it seems sort of done before.
A little predictable.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it a 7.5.
I'm going to go 8 with story because I can't really take from the trailer exactly what it's going to be, and usually that's a good sign.
Okay, that's a good point. And then visually, I mean, if they're going to be on the mountains, it's obviously going to be.
Yeah, I mean, there's some beautiful footage
so
there.
I'm going to go 8.5.
Yeah, I think that's a solid 8.5.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So next up, we have Winter's Dream. Let's check this one out.
A single dad from the city.
I'm here for 10 days with my daughter.
Dean Cain, Superman.
You've raised a really awesome girl.
Thank you.
Sorry.
In the heart of the mountains.
You may back it up.
Yes.
Sorry.
Time for fresh.
A single dad from the city.
I'm here for 10
Dean
days with my
Cain,
daughter.
Superman.
Stop it.
You've raised a really
Play football
awesome
for Princeton.
girl.
Thank you. In the single dad from the city
I'm here for 10 days with my daughter.
finds a new beginning
You've raised a really awesome girl.
Thank you. In the heart of the mountains.
Maybe it's time for a fresh start.
I think that's a beautiful thing.
As long as we're together, I know we can do anything.
Dean Cain and Kristy Swanson star.
Everything I want is right here.
Winter's Dream, part of Winterfest. On Hallmark Channel.
First of all, I just want to commend them for doing something that is starring people who aren't 25 years old.
Yes.
You know,
Because we aren't all 25
no,
years
we aren't
old.
all, and I would imagine that the we know what their audience is. Their audience
Yes.
varies from 25 to 54 is really kind of their sweet spot.
And the starting over, you really don't start over a whole lot in your 20s. I mean, some people do, but, well.
Some people, present company included.
Yes.
But yeah, I
yes.
like this. I like the fact that these are a little more mature individuals. So we've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Vampire.
Vampire.
Get those vampires out. Pull those teeth. Yeah, so Buffy and Superman getting together for the first time.
Right. Well, I definitely think there's going to be a tragic backstory.
Obviously. You think maybe one widowed, one divorced?
Yep. That their ages, I'm guessing that's going to definitely be true.
Yeah. Could both be widowed or both divorced. I'm thinking it's going to be one of each.
Yep. I think it's going to be him, a widower, she's divorced.
Now, how did they end up together? That's my question. I can't... there's not a clear setup for me here.
Well, she either works at, or she's also playing at the ski resort, or she works there.
So they're just trying to get away.
They're getting away for 10
So you
days.
think maybe this is like a vacation with his daughter?
That's what he said.
Oh, I missed that part.
It's because you were screaming Dean Cain.
All right, I got to watch it again. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
A single dad from the city
I'm here for 10 days with my daughter.
finds a new beginning.
You've raised a really
Dean Cain, Superman. Hi there. Yeah, so we got a City Goes Country for sure.
For sure.
All right, I don't know what's going to happen. I guess it's just one of those things where you go off, you're on vacation, and you know it's like summer camp love kind of thing. In your 40s.
The problem with that is that typically doesn't last.
No, that's my concern. I hope this one ends as soon as they get together, because they're probably from different cities, and it's just all going to go downhill from there. But we can live the dream for a while.
Yes, that's the problem with movies, is that you don't get to see what happens after the credits.
Yeah, you don't get to see the hard stuff.
No.
I want to see sequels to more of these films.
Yes, the sequels are fun because you get to see, okay, where are they now? What are they doing? How's it worked out?
And you're right. Actually, the sequels to these films, when they do them, are usually pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see the relationship further developed and what new obstacles arise. So that's cool. So acting, story, visuals, what do you think?
Acting, I'm going to go 8.5. I mean,
Love the cast.
These are great actors. I don't know about the supporting cast, but these two are great.
If you got chemistry between your romantic leads, that's really the biggest thing.
Absolutely. Story, I'm going to go 8. I have high hopes for this one. And visuals, I mean, again, beautiful mountain vistas. You got to go 8, 8.5. So I'm going to say 8.
Well, first of all, we're getting into that period where our films have real snow.
Right.
Which is really nice. It's a good break from the Christmas films that are shot in July. So yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you on all those scores. I would say 8.5 story. You know what? I'm doing straight 8.5s all the way down.
Straight 8.5s.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how optimistic I am about this film. And then, so that one will wrap it up for us, and we will have fulfilled our commitment to review the Winterfest films.
Woo!
All right, so watch for the lightning review
Yes.
of not Love on the Slopes. We've done that one, Frozen in Love,
Frozen
and
in
then
Love.
we'll be watching and reviewing these two coming up. But you know what, Kelly? I was thinking, since we've been gone away for so long, why not do 3 precaps for the price of 2?
Okay.
So starting tonight is the countdown to Valentine's Day.
Yes.
On Hallmark Channel. And you just can't not precap and review this one because it stars
Lacey Chabert.
Lacey Chabert. Let us watch Chabert Party of 5.
Saturday, February 3rd. He's buying their family winery.
I figured I'd show you how your business would grow once our company took over.
He's also her secret admirer.
I have this pen pal friendship who calls himself Handyman.
Handyman.
I don't think he even wants to buy the winery. I think he just wants to drive me crazy.
Lacey Chabert, Andrew Walker.
You think I'm charming?
My Secret Valentine. Part of Countdown to Valentine's Day on Hallmark Channel. The heart of Valentine's Day.
Huh. The Heart of Valentine's Day.
Now we're recording this, right?
I sure hope so. It comes on in like 30 minutes.
That's what I was...
Yeah, we might want to record it. Quick, what do you think's going to happen? We can actually get a precap
my
in
goodness.
before the movie plays. This won't be online before it plays, but maybe by the end of it.
Maybe.
This is like a miracle.
It is a miracle.
It's a Valentine's miracle, Kelly. I don't. You know what? It's Lacey Chabert, so yeah.
I mean, acting's going to be
8.5's down the
great.
board.
8.5, 8. Yeah, let's just do 8.5.
I'm going 8.5s all the way down.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic because I like the cast. It's about wine. I like wine.
Yes, vineyards are always pretty.
Vineyards, as they were.
And I like the whole little pen pal sort of.
You know, you can't go wrong with the pen pal thing, but once again, it's, it's You've Got Mail syndrome kicking in again.
But a very unique way. I mean,
it is unique, I'll admit that, but man, the You've Got Mail syndrome has really, and honestly, we should give credit where credit is due. You've Got Mail was really just a remake of The Shop Around the Corner.
Sure.
But still, the whole pen pals falling in love thing is becoming pretty well worn at this point. I'll be interested to see if they can bring anything new to it. You know what? Now that I've talked myself out of that 8.5 for story, it's just not original enough. They're going to have to surprise me. Surprise me, Hallmark. I'm going 8.5 acting, 8.5 visuals, 7.5 story.
Oh, wow. So big drop.
Yeah, I talked myself into a full point drop in
Wow.
that score.
Okie dokie.
It can happen. When you start to analyze these things, when you look at things a little too closely, you start to see the imperfections. Look at me too closely. See the imperfections?
Yep.
Yep.
What about mine?
That's what I'm talking about. No, you're perfect at any distance.
Good answer.
Valentine's Day. Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
It's not Schmaltz.
Unless it ends with a kiss.
Bring it on. Bye, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and watch more of our videos. Bye. To watch another episode of Schmaltzmark, click on the upper left. Or to subscribe to our channel, Wannabe Films, click on the upper right.